please go ahead and lay down on your mats. Thank you for joining this morning. Phoenix is like, no problem. And bend your knees and just bring just the natural lumbar into your spine. Yeah. And I would like you to actually just roll side to side with your hips, not necessarily windshield wipers, but just a little rolling side to side. Just familiarize with the physical sensation in the body. Yeah. And then still that out. And then I'd like you to bring the arms over your head and just kind of stretching like you just woke up. Yep. And then circle them out wide and by your hips. And then reach them up again over your heads, inhaling. Circle them and down by your hips. Maybe one more time. Just feel your physical sensations. I know. And then go ahead and lower the arms down by your hips. Good. And then from here, please extend the legs out long. As some of you have already done, it's like you naturally know what to do. It's pretty cool. All right, and then I'd like you to take a breath and just see naturally where it falls in the abdomen. And then begin to deepen the breath, trying to get lower and lower within the abdomen. Feeling if it's maybe more challenging to take a deep breath today, if you feel restricted in any way. And don't force anything, just allow it. Good. And then please walk both heels over to the right side of your yoga mat, both heels. Yep. Keep your legs straight. And if you'd like to even lift the left heel over the right, you can do that and just feel a little deeper of a stretch through the hips. And then with your inhale, lengthen your arms over your head, just like we did a moment ago. And then exhale, bring them down. And two more just like that with your own breath. And see what that does to your lumbar spine. See what that does to stretch and find space in the body. Good. And release the hands down by the sides. Uncross your ankles. Bend your knees again. And start over. Notice where your breath is landing in your abdomen. Physically get familiar with the body. Good. And then exhale, re-extend the legs. Walk both heels over to the left corner of your yoga mat. Good. Cross the right ankle over the left. And then stretch the arms up and over your head. Inhale. Yep, nice and slow. Exhale. Bring them down. And then again, inhale, but I'd like you to pay attention to the lower back as you do that to see if you overarch the spine. Kara, I hope you're finding a comfortable place to begin. One more time, inhale. And exhale, bring it down. Good. Go ahead and uncross the ankles. This time, bring both knees into your chest once you recenter. Good. And now you feel complete support of your lower back. Right. And then go ahead and roll all the way up to seated. Good. And however you'd like to hold your legs, cross your ankles, legs out in front of you, whatever is most comfortable. And we're going to start with something called Kapalabhati breath. Kapalabhati breath is a way to remove any dense air or any dense feelings within the body. Kapala means head and Bhakti means shining. So we are going to make our heads shine. So I'd like you to just lengthen through the spine, point the tailbone down, hug the ribs in, soften through the shoulders. Take a deep breath in through the nose, deep breath out through the nose, deep breath in through the nose, and then Kapalabhati. In and out quickly through the nose, mouth stays closed. We're gonna go for 1 minute. Belly should be bouncing. "30 seconds. Energizing breath. It's the most energizing breath that you can have, especially in the morning, to really physically turn into the body where your anchor point is in your belly. 15 seconds. Five seconds. Take a deep inhale. A slow and controlled exhale. And open your eyes. Good. Go ahead and come all the way up to standing, please. All the way up to standing. Good. Okay, then bring yourself into Samasthiti or mountain pose. Bring your feet under your hips. Point, I'm gonna go sideways. Have your tailbone pointing inward, right? Pull your sternum in, pull your chin lengthened, shoulders over your hips. Go ahead and close your eyes. Flip your palms to be forward. And just feel what it is to be still. To be still and to hold all of the space for everything you have inside of you. For all of the functioning organs to work optimally. To energize the day in a way that seems systematical and intelligent, mindful, moving towards center. Good. And then inhale, we're gonna lift the arms up and over our heads. Exhale, bring the arms down by the sides. We're gonna do for 4. Inhale, lift the arms over your head, thumbs touch. Exhale, bring the hands slowly down by your hips. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. At the next top one, stay there. Inhale. And then soften your shoulders, exhale. Release those traps, those tension muscles high in the neck, and rely instead on the serratus muscles and the lats that we talked about last week. And then inhale one more time. Exhale, bring the hands down by the hips. Good. I'd like you to step it back with the right leg. Bring the right hand behind your lower back. Lift the left arm up and inhale. And then on your exhale, hinge halfway down. Notice again if you're reaching with your traps, and if you're letting your lumbar collapse, push into the hand that's on your back. Good. Then inhale, push into the left foot, come all the way up to standing. And then exhale and hinge. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Inhale, finding stability, not overextending the left shoulder. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And all the way down, this time to the foot. Exhale. Grab hold of the left big toe. Lengthen and strengthen through the inner groin muscles, the inner thighs. Lift your gaze or your heart and sternum. And then exhale, bring your stomach over the left leg. Bend the left knee. And hold balance. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. Bring the left arm to the left hip. Bring the right hand to the right hip. Push through both feet, inhale, come all the way up to standing. Good. Step forward, exhale. Inhale, lift the arms up and over your head. Exhale, Samasthiti. 2 more. Inhale, the hands over your head. Exhale, bring it down. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, feel the space around you. And exhale. Step it back now with the left leg. Bring the left hand to your lower back. Without hyperextending the right shoulder, inhale, right elbow soft, lift the arm. And exhale, hinge halfway forward. Push your back into your hands. Inhale, standing. Activating the right leg now. Exhale, hinge. Noticing if you're already hyperextending through the joints. It's kind of like clenching your jaw, right? When you're angry, you've got tension in the body. Soften everywhere. Don't make it so dramatic. All the way down this time, soft. Grab hold of the big toe. Rest your stomach on the leg. So it's not about grabbing your toes. I talked about this with one of you yesterday. It's about bringing your stomach to rest on the leg. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the right hand to the hip. Bring the left hand to the hip. Press through both feet. Inhale. All the way up to standing. Exhale, step forward, Samasthiti. Good. Bring the hands down by the sides again. Roll the shoulders down. Tuck the tailbone in. Find yourself in a neutral spine. Neutral face, nothing clenched, knees soft. Inhale, thumbs over your head. Exhale through the middle of your heart to the floor. Soft, soft knees, soft, soft expression. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, please step back, downward dog. Soft through your knees and gently sway your hips left and right. Bending one knee and then the other. Just finding space for the body to move and not be so rigid, not have such high expectations of everything all the time. Yet another idea from one of you yesterday. And I thank you all for so much of your influence over these practices that have been turning into a class. And then go ahead and still your downward dog, please. Soften through your elbows, soften through your knees, soften at your heart space. Find a smooth inhale through the nose. Smooth exhale through the nose. Smooth inhale through the nose. Smooth exhale through the nose. 2 more, please. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Knees come down to the floor. Exhale. Good. Okay. Palms flat. And I would like you to make sure that the index and thumb are working as active as the pinky and the outer right wrist. This is exactly the same for your legs. Don't dump outwardly. I'd like you to, this time today, move from inward. Move from inside, extending through the abdomen, the heart, the muscles most interior to you. Okay, extend the right leg out behind you. Stretch out the calf. Get soft through your traps. Push your shoulders onto your, or towards your hips. Good. Then from here, lift the left knee all the way up to the chest. And exhale, bring the left knee down. Again, 3 more. Inhale, lift the left knee up to the chest. Exhale, bring it down. Awakening the middle of your body, the leverage point. 1 more time, all the way up. Good. And then all the way down. I'd like you to reach with the left hand forward. Good. And then exhale, circle it all the way up and look to the thumb. Inhale, reach the left hand forward. Reach through the lat muscles. Exhale, circle it and look at the thumb. 1 more time. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, circle it out. Pause here. Notice if you're hyperextending like I just was through your right elbow and soften that. Soften your face. Pull from the middle of the body. Rotate from the middle abdomen, not so much from the extension of the arms. Good. Bring the left hand beside the right hand. Bring the right knee down. Again, align the body, soften the elbows. Find the middle. Extend left leg out. Toes to the ground. Stretch out the calf. Lengthen through the neck. Breathe. Extend the right hand forward. Circle it out and back, looking at the thumb, and then reach forward. Now see if you can change from it being about just the arm rotating or more about the belly button rotating. Rotating from the innermost muscles of the body, moving any stagnant energy out, stopping to reach too far, and just be happy and settled with where you are. Good. Bring the right palm beside the left palm. Bring the left knee down. Send the hips all the way back to a child's pose. And then reach the hands to the lower back and lace them. Soften through the neck muscles and breathe as deeply into the belly as you can, the lowest part of your belly. Let the arms take a break. Take the pressure off of the arms. 1 more breath. And then bring the hands back down tabletop. Remember the lightness in the arms that you just felt with the laced hands behind your lower back? Find that same lightness and come into downward dog. Bring the strength in the hips instead of in the arms. Bring the strength in the middle of the body instead of in the extreme places that we like to slip into. Rely on the innermost muscles of the body, which are the inner thighs, the thumbs, the index, right? All through that center, that heart center. Good. And then I'd like you to inhale the right leg up to the sky, but move from the hips, not so much about how high the foot goes. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands and bring the left knee down. Good. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up nice and soft over your head. And then exhale, bring them right back down to the ground. 3 more, just like that. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Good. And then exhale, bring them all the way down, systematically moving. Moving now from the center of your heart. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Make the hips work to do this, right? And then lengthen. And then bring the hands all the way down, framing the foot. Step back, downward dog. Stay light on the arms. Move through the center of your body. Take 3 inhales and exhales more. Yeah. And just feel where you get stuck or where you feel most energetic. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Full exhale, step the left foot flat between your hands. Bring the right knee down. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Move from the center. And exhale, hands come down slowly to support the body. Good. 3 more just like that. Inhale. You guys look great. Nice and slow. Exhale. Yeah, and having a back bend is great if you want to continue doing that. Inhale. Yeah, just make sure you keep the lower belly pulled in. Exhale. Last one. All the way up. Inhale. And then step it up all the way back to downward dog again. Good. Really lift through your hip bones here. Really stretch through the front inner thighs. Hug your shoulders towards that heart center. And add on here. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands, but keep the left knee up this time. Bring the left heel down to the ground and get your right hip parallel to the front of the mat. Excellent. Bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot this time. And then inhale, bring the left arm all the way up. And then exhale, bring it down. Do that again. Inhale, lift the left arm all the way up. Pause, exhale. And then I want you to watch that shoulder. Keep the left arm up. And I want you to see if you're reaching through the shoulder, through the rigid points of the body, or if you can rotate the left shoulder out of that into an external rotation and bring it deeper. Good. Bring the left hand down. One more time. Inhale, lift the left arm up. And then reach over your head. Exhale. Yes, parallel with your ear. Very good. Inhale, lift it up from the shoulder again. Good. And reach with your belly, your lats, and over the ear. Exhale. Good. One more. Inhale, lift it up. Move through the muscles in your back. Exhale, reach overhead. Very good. Okay, bring the left hand beside the right hand. Downward dog. Step back. So I hope you're finding this theme ever prevalent because it happens in our bodies too. When we find a little deeper connection to where we should move from, things begin to shift. Our energy begins to shift from maybe frayed at the ends to much more composed at the center. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left foot flat between your hands and bring the right heel down. There you go, other heel, perfect. Okay, bring the hand to the inside of the foot. And lift the right arm all the way up. Okay, now pause here. So if your shoulder is still dumping forward towards your earlobe, rotate it back and open, and you should feel your middle lower abdominal wall working hard here, your hips working hard here, your left elbow or left shoulder and left knee working hard. Okay, and then let's circle, right? So we're gonna bring it all the way forward, or all the way down and then all the way up, I'm sorry. Exhale all the way down. Moving from the hips, the belly, the shoulder, the arm, just effortlessly fly up. One more time. You should feel your serratus and your lat muscles working hard here. Okay, now we go over the ear. Reach it forward, inhale. Good, and then exhale, bring it up. 2 more, inhale. Reaching from the hips, exhale. 1 more time, reach it forward. Good, and then exhale all the way down, downward dog, step back. So you can stay in downward dog for 5 breaths, or if you need to break off the wrist, by all means, come down to your knees. 4 more breaths, and look to smoothen out the breath completely. Even inhale, even exhale. Can you get softer through those traps, those rigid muscles that hold tension in the body. Good. On the next inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, step it all the way forward with both feet between your hands. Good. Soften through the knees and let the head just hang for a second. Bring the hands to your lower back, lace them. Lift them up and off of your lower back and bring your stomach to rest right on top of the legs. Making your body very compact at the very middle, at the source of your center. And then instead of the arms coming forward now, I'd like you to rotate the shoulders all the way back so that you feel the muscles activated in the high back instead of in the front shoulders here. Good. Okay, from here, then inhale, lift all the way up, chair pose. Keep the tailbone tucked in. Exhale and hinge again. Keep those arms the way that they were though. Inhale, lift it up, chair pose. Stay active through the middle. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, hold it, tuck the tailbone in. And then exhale, reach the hands down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, step it back, please, with the right leg. Okay, from here, I'd like you to bring your right hand to your lower back. Your legs are pretty scissored far out, and they're both straight this time. I'd like you to inhale, lift the left arm forward, but do it from the hips, do it from the core. And that right hip is kind of hugging forward, and the left hip is hugging back. It is that scissor effect again. And try to push the back into the hands. Don't be so rigid in the left knee. Good. And then inhale, lift it all the way up the left hand and make a back bend. Lift up your heart space, and then exhale all the way back down. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Move from the middle of your body. Inhale. Open up the hearts, ribs open. Exhale. Coming all the way down this time and all the way up. Okay, pause at the bottom, stomach to the leg. Good. Lift the right arm up and come into triangle. But do it from the middle again. Soften at the shoulders, externally rotate them. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Bring the right hand down beside the left hand. Release the bind of the left toe. Flip the right toes to face forward. Good. Bring both hands to your hips. Support your lower spine. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale and just settle into your bones. Lift the arms over your head to find the middle of your body. And we're gonna reach it forward, soften the left knee, come into warrior 3. Bring your gaze down. Flex the toes towards the center of the body. And we're gonna stay here for 6 breaths. Smooth, controlled breaths. Good. Keep the belly pulled in, arms extended away from you. 1 more breath. And then place the right foot beside the left foot and hinge all the way down. Touch the belly to the top of the legs. Bring the hands to the lower back. Lift them until the arms or the shoulders begin to internally rotate. Stop. Good. Chair pose. Here we go. Inhale. Lift it up. Hug the tailbone in. Exhale and fold. Inhale. Lift it up. Chair pose. Exhale and fold. 1 more time. Inhale. Chair pose. Hug the tailbone. Exhale and fold. Bring the hands all the way down beside the feet. Bend the knees, stomach to the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back with the left leg. Soften through the front knee. Bring the left hand to the lower back. Lengthen through the ribs, through the lats. Lift the right arm halfway up. Good. And I'll keep going now. Next, inhale all the way up to standing and add your back bend. Good. Forward fold. All the way down over the front leg. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Add your back bend, but don't hyperextend the back. Exhale, fold. 1 more, all the way up. Move all of that dense energy. Inhale. Move it, redisperse it. Exhale, grab hold of the right big toe. Lengthen from the middle of the body. Feel your hips working. Forget about the arms. They're just there as a bystander, right? And then begin to rotate the left toe or space it out a little more. Lift the left arm up, triangle pose. Soft through the knee, hold triangle pose. Think of opening up through the left shoulder blades, squeezing in the scapula, navel pulling in. Good. Left hand down to the ground, right hand outside the right foot. Spin the left toes to the front of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, standing all the way up. Exhale, settle into your bones. Inhale, lift the arms up. Soften through the right knee. Slide the left leg off the ground. Warrior 3, 6 breaths. Hold the navel in. Pull the hips in, point the toes down. 3 more breaths. Good. Step the left foot by the right foot. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale through the middle of your heart and fold. Halfway up, inhale, lengthen the sternum. And then exhale, step it back with the right leg. This time, go very far back. Again, get the left hip parallel with the front of your mat. Good. Bring the right heel down. This time, I'd like you to bring your left hand to the outside of the left foot. I'd like you to sink from the midpoint until you feel all of that weight bearing on your left hip, and then activate the right inner thigh. Lift the right arm all the way up, and this time we're going to go to the lower back. Exhale to the lower back. Rotate the right chest open, rotate the navel open, hold here. Now I'd like you to stay strong through the center, reach the left hand forward, and then all the way back, reverse. Good. Reach the left hand down. Inhale, reach it forward and up. Good. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift it up. Good. Keep that lower belly hugged in. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach it up and back. And then exhale, left hand to the floor. Now bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot and reach under that left thigh and find your bind. Really work from the center. Again, it's not about if you actually find the fingers, it's about moving from the middle of the body to find the fluid part, the space that once was rigid. Hold 1 more breath. And then please bring the left hand down, the right hand down. Step back, plank pose. Hold plank pose. Pull the belly in, send the shoulders towards the hips. Flatten through the hands, pressing thumb and index. Good. From here, lower down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Hope you can still see me. Inhale, send the elbows back, lift the heart up. Stay here for 4 breaths. Work on your spine, on keeping your pelvic down, keeping the lower back out of pressure. Pull the body forward. 1 more breath. And then roll over the toes, coming all the way back and up, downward dog. Pull downward dog, 3 more breaths. Soften where you once were rigid. Good. Look between your hands. Step all the way in between. Inhaling and then folding. Press through the feet, lift all the way up, Samasthiti, hands over your head. Good. And then exhale through the center again and hinge, belly to the legs. Halfway up, we inhale. Step it way back with the left leg, exhale. Bring the left heel down. Bring the right hip parallel with the front of the mat and lengthen. This time, bring the right hand outside the right foot. Sink your hips lower. Hug your right outer hip to the left arch of your foot. Here we go. Inhale, lift the left arm up and to the lower back. Get very strong with the center of gravity. Good. We're going to be moving now from that bottom arm. Here we go. Inhale, reach the right arm forward and get comfortable with that. Bring it back down. And then inhale, lift it all the way up and back. Reverse warrior and all the way down. 3 more, just like that. Keep the center of gravity the same. The limbs are moving, but the middle is always consistent. The outer body is moving, the outer energy is moving, but what happens internally stays the same. One more time, inhale. Expand, exhale, condense. Bind, right hand inside the inner thigh. Find your fingers, hug that right hip towards the left arc, left shoulder arching, not arching, rotating externally back. 3 more rounds of breath. Elongate the neck. Good. Plank pose, release the bind. Right leg back. If plank is too much, just bring your knees down. Again, work everything to the middle. Build your place to land. Good. Then I'd like you to bring the right knee into the chest. Stay centered. And then right knee down in between the hands. Left knee down. Reach the left arm forward. Up to the sky. And then exhale, bring it all the way back down. All the way up again. Inhale, reach it up. Belly in. Exhale, reach it down. One more time. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, bring it down. Outside the right knee, other arm. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it down. Feel things shifting in the hips. Inhale. You're supported on the right heel. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then bring the right hand all the way to the lower back. Look over the right shoulder. We keep pressing those hips forward. The left hand is down. The hips are reaching forward. Good. Now you can stay here or bind again. Lift the left foot, grab the pinky side of the foot, and rotate from the center. It's not about finding the foot, okay? It's about moving from the navel, moving from the middle. Finding the foot is just somewhere to land. Okay, where if you're a goal-driven person, that lands really nice in your mind, and I'm like that. Good. Bring the right hand down, left foot to the ground. Send the right leg back, plank pose. Everything again to center. Left knee down between the hands. Settle the right knee to the floor, untuck the toes. Very good. Okay, soften. Let those elbows get unrigid. I'm seeing it. Good. Here we go. Same thing, other side. Reach the left hand forward. Oh, and stretch it out. Reach the left hand forward. And stretch it down. One more time. And I guess we're binding. I started with the left hand. Reach the right knee up. Turn. From the middle, press the hips. Soften that elbow. Feel the upper back working more. You can even come a little deeper so it's your body, right? Play with what feels nice. Release the foot, left hand down. Okay, right hand, here we go. Inhale, reach it up. And all the way forward. Two more times. Inhale, reach it up. And down. One more, inhale, reach it up. Good, and down. Okay, I'd like you to bring your right knee beside the left knee. And if you can, come to seated on the heels. The temperature sure does rise out here. Holy macaroni. Okay, we're seated on the heels. Okay, we're gonna come in through a back bend. Okay, so first let's start those arms again. Inhale, lift the thumbs all the way up. And make a point of reference in the navel. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift it up, make a point of reference in the heart. And bring it down. And the next time you go up, stay up, hook your thumbs. And I want you to see if that makes your back arch. Whenever we lift the arms over our head, we duck, we split. We're like, here you go, there goes my center of gravity. Take what you want, right? Hug it in. Tuck that tailbone down, even when you lift the arms over your head. Okay, then from there, lift up onto your knees. Okay, so we're in a back bend from the middle, not from the dumping point. Thumbs attached. Inhale, lift from the middle. The chin stays tucked. Feel that in your spine, upper spine. Good. And then maybe bend the elbows more and stay here. Okay, 4 breaths. And release. Hips down, hands down. Send it back again, plank pose. find your middle. So this next one, it's going to be up to you how you'd like to modify if you need to. So I'll leave that up to you and I'll give you the options. Otherwise, full variation, roll to the outer edges of the feet to the right, lift the left hand up. If that's too much, you're going to simply bring the right knee down. So whichever one you work towards. Right knee down or full side plank. Okay, here we go with that arm. It's going to be inhale, reach the left arm over your ear. And then exhale all the way down to the left hip. 3 more. Inhale, reach it up. Find what happens in the middle. Don't worry about how far forward or back you go. All about the middle. Good. And then come all the way back, plank pose. Left hand beside the right hand. Roll over opposite side. Lift the right arm open. Bring the left knee down if you need to. Here we go. Reach overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Keep those hips consistent. Although the exterior seems to be moving, inside we're stable. Sound familiar? Talk about freaking the world right now. Good. And then bring that right hand all the way down beside the left. Downward dog or child's pose, 5 breaths. Notice what has changed. Notice where you would like to focus. Find your reference point. Couple more breaths. Good. Then look between your hands, please. Soften at the shoulders and walk to the front of your mats. Walk, step, whatever you've got. And allow your body to just fold over itself. So those of you who also have an advanced practice, your forward folds are the beginning of your handstands. You may notice that now. If you can bring your hands outside of your feet so that shoulders are ahead of the wrists, your tailbone begins to lift up and your stomach comes flat to the top of your legs. You press in, you lean forward, and you get those shoulders hugging in, and you feel that your muscles in your shoulders turn on. That's your handstand. So if you're working towards that, if you can master this, you can master a handstand. All right, here we go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge down. Inhale, mountain pose, Samasthiti, hands over your head. And then exhale to the center of your heart. Okay, we're gonna go through Kumbhala Bhakti breath, 1 minute. This time we're standing. It's gonna feel a lot different this time. Again, Kabbalah, head, Bhakti, shining. So if you'd like to do it with the ego eradicator, which is exactly what it is, it's an ego eradicator, you can bring the hands over your head, thumbs up, shoulders planted onto your lats, in and out through the nose, 1 minute. Keep it up, 30 more seconds. Really finding that contact with the middle of your belly, really finding that physical identification with what we're used to, but happening from an internalization, happening from the breath, the most sacred part of our life, happening from there. Keep going, 20 seconds. Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full inhale. Hands by your heart. Exhale. Very good. Okay, keep your hands at the center of your heart. Lift up your right heel. Find your tailbone tucking down. Find your same posture of centeredness. Bring your gaze forward to something on the ground that isn't moving, and lift the right knee up. Externally rotate through both hips. Find tree pose. And then again, keeping center, foot into thigh, thigh into the foot, hips lengthening and extending. Only when you find your middle do we inhale and extend the arms over our heads. Inhale. Exhale, hands by the sides. 4 more, full inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. At this next one, if you have half lotus, please, by all means, bring your right heel into your left hip. Half lotus. Otherwise, stay in tree pose, hands extended over your heads, 4 more breaths. Everybody right knee up and hands down by the hips, right foot to the floor. That was awesome, guys. Really good balance. Other side. Left heel lifts. I hope you weren't looking at me though, because I did fall. Here we are, knee goes up. Find your steadiness, begin to externally rotate both hips. Don't lean into the bones, instead activate the middle. When you find it, hands over your head. Exhale, hands by the hips. Super soft, peaceful face. Super elegant movements. Until total control as we stand on one foot, all of our body weight, but it feels effortless. Tree pose, hands at the top or half lotus if you have it. Left heel into the right hip. Left knee points straight down. Don't lock the right knee. That's going to be your tell-tall here. Have you softened enough to fold? 3 more breaths. Lengthen through the pit in your stomach, through the side ribs. Point both the left toe in. Good. Left knee up. Feet down, hands down. Very good. Inhale, lift up both hands. Soften the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, step back, or downward dog. It's your choice at this point. Lowering down if you're coming through the full vinyasa. Inhale, pull the body through. And then we all meet downward dog. Feel how effortless the body feels. And create the breath that supports that effortlessness. Do whatever you need to. Good. Okay. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. And then exhale, draw the knee to the chest. Place the right foot down in between your hands. Lengthen through the middle. Lower the belly onto the leg. Again, we're coming to balance on one limb. So lift the left leg all the way up and forward fold over the right knee. Lengthen through the bones, through the hip. If you have half moon or Ardha Chandrasana, this is where you get to practice it. Otherwise, you can stay as you are in a one leg lift, standing splits. Otherwise, externally rotate both hips again, just like in tree pose. And bring the left hand to your hip. Rotate from the middle, from your hips, from your heart, then the arms are last, right? So it's always the middle, or just stay in standing splits. Keep the right toe pointing forward, don't let it turn in. And again, if you have a bind here, bring the left hand to reach for the left heel or foot, and lift the groin parallel to the ceiling. Groin parallel to the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Good. Release the bind if you have it. Slowly rotate from the middle of your body, hips to the floor, then left hand to the floor, then left leg goes back, downward dog, or if you'd like a vinyasa, by all means, move the energy more. Feel yourself getting stronger, wider, and able. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Left foot flat in between your hands. Lift the right leg up. Forward fold. Although it might seem that you're in a back bend here, this is a forward fold, nose to the knee. And then begin to externally rotate. Keep the left toes pointed forward or slightly out. Left hand to the ground, right hand from the hip. Only if you feel centered, then expand the heart open. Neck elongates. Once you feel centered, externally rotating, raw arm extends out as well. 4 breaths. If you have the bind, grab your foot, ankle, lift the groin parallel to the ceiling. Keep externally rotating. Release the bind. Rotate from the hips to the center of the mat. Right hand, right foot, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down your hips. Come all the way to the floor. Very good. Okay, go ahead and come into Makassar or Cobbler pose. Bring the heels towards the groin. Lift through the center of the chest. Draw your shoulder blades down towards your hips. Soften the elbows. And just allow everything to settle back into place. Just like water. If you remember that game when we were little, the water that drips slowly down to the bottom of that square. This is what I'm imagining right now. Good. And then please extend the right leg straight. Bugs are inviting into my land over here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and lift the arms all the way up. Inhale. And then draw the left ribs up, right ribs down. Exhale over the right leg. Again, it's all from the middle. Notice I did not say this time, grab your foot. It was all about the middle. Externally rotating through the hips. Two more breaths. Good. And then gently coming all the way up through the hips. The left arm, right leg comes back to the left foot. Lengthen. Find your sit bones. Hug the tailbone in. Soften through everything in the body. And then please extend left leg out. Right foot attached to the left inner thigh. Inhale to lengthen through the middle. Exhale, left ribs come to the left. Right rib cage opens up. Turn from the middle of your core. Good. Allow that knee just to relax towards the ground. Good. And then inhale, lengthen. Good. One more time. Join the bottoms of the feet together, cobbler pose. Take a few breaths. And then draw the knees together and come all the way down to your mat, laying down on your spine. Excellent. Draw the knees into your chest for just a moment. Allow yourself to feel connected to your breath, to your body, to your energy. Lift your legs up to the sky for an inversion. Any inversion, honestly, of choice here. Whatever feels fitting for the body and the mind. I'm gonna stay about 30 seconds. Again, it's always from the navel. It's not about really how high you go. It's about really bringing that torso and hips over the shoulders first. Nice, Phoenix. Nice, Jess. Draw the thighs together wherever you are. Take 3 more breaths. Nice, Deb. And when you're ready, transition. Slowly allowing yourself to come all the way down to the floor. Good, good control. Good. If you need to let your knees go left and right, please do so. And when the body is ready, allow yourself to transition completely to stillness into Shavasana. And I'd like you to start in Shavasana, focus on the center of your belly, your solar plexus. Just feel your belly naturally have fallen there, with really not even thinking about it. But when the energy begins to become realigned, with the nervous system becomes realigned, when we come out of that rut or static energy, the body balances out much easier, without much thought. It just happens. And that's how we know, that's our indicator of health. That's our indicator of our nervous system. So rest assured as you feel that now. And from that center, just like the sun rays, allow it to penetrate all through your limbs, all through your nervous system, the fascia even. And just hold this memory of lightness, expansiveness. Take one final inhale to fill up your heart space now, lifting your breath. Exhale through the mouth. Good. And allow your body to begin to move, coming into knees to chest, fetal position to the right. Again, it's always about coming back into the middle, moving from here, fill up your breath, come up to seated. Good. Rest your hands somewhere on your hips, your heart, wherever feels good. And let's just connect together as a class, right? Let's just connect right now in this very moment to honor each other. Our energy may be in separate places, but our hearts are always in alignment. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I hope we have a great week.